Hello everyone. Today my topic is PULSE code modulation, or we call PCM. It is a method used to convert analog signal to digital signal. So we go to the introduction. PULSE code modulation, or we call PCM, was pioneered by the British engineer Alex Reef in 1937. The first transmission of a message using PCM was in 1943 during the World War II. Code modulation is the head of technology in communication in today's digital world. It is the process in which analog signals are converted to digital form. The analog signal is represented by the series of PULSE and non-PULSE, 1 or 0 respectively. The magnitude of a signal is replaced a sample in uniform interval and then quantized in a series of binary. PCM has been used in digital telephone system and 1980 electrical musical keyboard. It also standard form for digital audio in computer and the compact disc readbook format. It is also standard in digital video, for example, using IDU or BT601. Uncompressed PCM is not typical use for video in standard definition consumer applications such as DVD or DVR, because the bitrate required is far too high. Okay, we continue with the PCM. So what is PCM? You can see the picture. There is a main talking and a microphone receiving and converted to electrical signal, and then analog convert from analog to digital. After that is stored in digital data, and from digital data to convert to analog back, and then back to electrical signal. After that, can receive. So PULSE code modulation is a method of used to digitally represent sample analog signal. Look, the PCM look very difficult because it consists of many technical, like sampling, quantizing, PULSE modulation, but it is very simple process. PULSE code modulation is a method used digitally represent analog signal. It is a standard form of digital audio in computer, compact disc, digital telephony, and the other digital audio application. So PCM is a method of converting analog signal to digital signal by sampling, quantizing, and encoding. The technique is widely used in digital audio and communication systems due to simplicity and efficiency. So here is the PCM implementation. The practical implementation of PCM make use of the other process. The processes are carried out in the order in which they can appear as below. Many others ignore the first step of filtering, as they consider it as the secondary step. Simply, we can say that filtering step remove frequency about the highest signal frequency. The frequency is not removed, may cause problem when the signal is going through the stage of sampling. It practically improves step, but we can ignore it in theory. Next we will discuss extensively the other important three processes which are together called modulation process. So here is the process. Theoretically, it considered as the first step in implementation. These are mostly based on sampling theorem, which state that if a signal is sampled at regular interval of time and at a rate higher than the twice highest significant signal frequency, then the sample contain all information of the original signal. The function ft may be reconstructed from this sample by the use of low-pass filter. Briefly describe the function of sampler process if void data are limited to frequency below 4000 Hz and conservative procedure for intelligibility. 8,000 samples per second would be sufficient to completely characterize the voice signal. Note, however, there is an analog sample. Okay, we continue with the sampling, the first step. So sampling is the process of finding a sufficient number of samples so that original signal can be represented by those sample completely, and it should be possible to reconstruct the original signal. Yeah. So here the process. Okay, continue with sampling. As we know, analog signal is continued over time. It looks this if we draw graph to represent analog signal wave. So okay, now let me explain this sampling with this graph. The red continuous line is original analog signal. The vertical blue line are sample. Sample are basically discrete value of amplitude, which with a regular interval over time. That's why the process of sampling is called PAM. Power amplitude modulation. PAM signal is simply the result of series of this secret sample value. The number of sample per second is called sample rate. In this example, the sample rate is 24 times per second because this one second analog signal is sampled 24 times. 24 blue vertical line, and use Hertz to measure sample rate. So 1 sample per second is 1 Hertz. So 1 kilohertz equal to 1000 sample per second. So if 1 million sample per second, it is 1 megahertz. So what is the standard sample rate? Standard sample rate, for example, telephone sample rate is 8 kilohertz. So the sample is 8,000 sample per second. And for the voice over IP, sample rate is 2 times telephone rate is equal to 16 kilohertz. And for audio CD MP3 is 44 kilohertz or 44,000 sample per second. Yeah, and for the Blu-ray, this sample rate can be close to 1 megahertz, 1 million sample per second.